Get sort of accustomed to things. How are you feeling, and does it start to feel a little bit more normal at this point?
Yeah, it's good that we had a couple of days of practice, learned the system here, the foundation, and yeah, I'm ready to go.
When you look at I know you're just jumping in, but the team's got an 8-game homestand, and I don't know if you've been through homestands that long, or what you think of having a chance to be here for that.
No, that's pretty cool because we're fighting for a playoff spot, and being at home is the perfect opportunity to get some wins and push for that playoff spot. So that's great.
I know you've been around for a while, but coming to a new team and making your debut with that team, do you still get kind of like those first game jitters, like if you're a rookie?
Yeah, of course. It's exciting, but just want to help the team win, and yeah, of course I'm excited.
What are your initial thoughts on Todd? You've seen a couple of practices from him. You see the way he likes to run things.
Yeah, it's quick pace, quick practices. You need to be aware, you need to be sharp because everything goes pretty fast. So I'm pretty sure that's going to translate into games.
What do you think of this team and the chances that this team has to maybe do some damage?
Yeah, it's really a lot of young guys, a lot of talent, a lot of speed, and that's what all the game is all about right now. Nowadays, a lot of talent, not a lot of speed, and yeah, we can make some damage for sure.
Saying wearing 13, why did you pick 13?
Because obviously 51 or 15 were not available, and I don't know. When I was a kid, I always wanted 13, but they were not giving it out because I guess it's an unlucky number. But no, I always liked it, and that was the only one that I was comfortable with.
Not too many people in the league wear 13 anyway. So.
Well, you have that Johnny Gaudreau, so I mean that's not an unlucky number, I guess.
You're not superstitious in general, though. You don't.
No, I don't. I would have liked to have my 51 or 15, but hey, that's fine.
Thanks, David. Good luck tonight. What does a homestand at this length, at this time of year, have the potential to help you guys with?
I mean, we have so many games now. We want to play some really good hockey, playoff hockey, and create some confidence for the team. I mean, we set us up in a really good spot. We have everything in our own hands, and I mean, we're just gonna create some swagger here back home in Rogers, play some playoff hockey for sure.
Liking Lidstrom, what did you think about Cronwall?
He was so good. I mean, I remember watching him in, I don't know which World Championship it was, but he was unreal. Didn't get that much credit than Lidstrom, but he's a tremendous player and a big player for me growing up.
Like that, people don't seem to know.
No, I mean, his physical game were something else for us back home in Sweden. I mean, obviously it's more a physical play over here, and he did it so good with the timing and all that. So, like I said, he's a big icon back home.
Look at the standings, and there are some teams that are playing well, as you'd expect. I mean, this is an important time of year, but maybe the difference between you guys wanting to push San Jose and Chicago as opposed to worrying about the teams behind you.
Yeah, exactly. No, we knew it was going to be tight. Like you said, we cannot focus too much on Calgary and LA and those kind of teams. We just gotta focus on winning the games here in Rogers to set us up in a really good spot in the end. I mean, we have a long home stretch here, and we want to, like I said before, get some confidence going into the playoffs because that's the main goal.
Thanks, Oscar.
Thanks.
morning. Yep, as soon as he gets cleared and healthy, he'll come off. And that could be, we were hoping it'd be today, but obviously that didn't happen, so we're playing it day by day.
Todd, with this many games in a row at home, obviously it's a chance for you to maybe try and refine the game in a few different ways. What do you hope to get accomplished from a strategic team standpoint over the stretch?
Well, we'll get more practice time than we've had in the past, and we've witnessed that over the past 2 days. So we'd like to review and polish up all areas of our game: special teams, face-offs, neutral zone, D zone, forecheck, and we put together a little bit of a checklist throughout the month of March of things that we want to get to. But we also have to be aware of our opponent, how we're playing in certain areas, because we've got to address those first. But over time, get through that checklist and just polish it up.
Todd, I recognize the focus is on your team tonight, but just the thought of, facing an organization that you spent some time with us in a little bit different place than they've been before, the challenges of this year's specific team.
Yeah, they are, they're not normally in this position, and I'm not going to be the one that says they're out, because they aren't until you're never out until you're out, but it's certainly a different approach to the trade deadline, to the team, the build that Kenny and his staff have had over the, when you look at the past 25 years. So, their challenge to us isn't going to change. It doesn't matter. They're a very proud team, a proud organization. I mentioned yesterday, I know that captain quite well over there, and just the sense of pride he brings to the rink every day will rub off on others, and they're not going away. We saw that last night in Calgary. We saw that in Vancouver doing the pre-scout. So they'll play hard. They'll play an aggressive, quick style. Their forwards can really, really move. Some of them are really fast. And, I'm not sure who we're seeing in goal tonight, but if it is the young kid, he's had some pretty good games in the league. So the challenge tonight is no different than any other time. For our team, anyhow.
With David Desharnais, do you look to ease him into the lineup today, or do you just kind of let him go and see where he's at, type thing?
We'll let him play. We'd like to get him some good quality minutes so that he can establish himself with our team, and we'll get a measuring stick for where he's at with his individual play, his conditioning, his timing, his confidence level with the team, how he understands structure and concepts that we've tried to put in place over the last couple days with him. But he needs an opportunity to establish a baseline with our team, and he'll get that tonight.
A lot of times guys come in from a trade and they're thrown in right away because you have the game the next day or even that night. How much does it help to have a couple of days to kind of settle in, get to know some of the guys, skate with the guys for a couple of times before going out there and playing?
I think that helps. You just feel comfortable in your in your surroundings and with your teammates. You kind of answered your own, your question yourself. It is more comforting. You get a chance to talk to the coaching staff about structure. You get to understand what their language is. You have a feel for the teammates. You have a feel for the locker room. Every locker room feels a little different. There's some that are, more vocal. There's some that are loose. There's some that are tight and quiet. And he'll get a feel for that as well over the last couple days.
Looking in the standings, you've got teams below you playing well, teams in front of you that you guys are chasing. How much, if any, talk happens about that, about the race that you're in as a group? Or is it not something that you mention at all or make a focal point?
We haven't made a point of it as a staff, but the players are watching the standings. They may tell you they're not. I am. They're watching the standings. They know what's going on in the league. They know who's playing well, who isn't. They know the block of teams that we're competing with, who we're chasing, who we're being chased by. I don't see any reason to go in there and throw it up on the board and talk about scenarios. It's much, much too early for that. We have a tendency right now at the trade deadline to do a lot of talking about the playoffs. That's still a long ways away. We still have a lot of work to do to even qualify And for me, it's the push down the stretch here that we need to focus on, and not what happens a month and a half from now.
Todd, how much of not changing your defense is winning the games? Benning's been out now for a couple of games. How much long? You played him pretty much every game for months. Now he's been out. How much of that is you're winning, so you're not going to change the defense?
We're going to change the defense tonight.
Is he playing?
Yeah.
Good.
So there you go. That'll answer that question.
Good. And what do you think he learned from watching?
What do I think he learned from watching? Well, for young players, when you haven't sat out a lot, it's good to watch a game from up top. You have a sense of seeing plays develop. You have a sense of where teammates might go. You can look at your partner that you're normally playing with, and you get an idea from 1,000 feet or whatever it might be to look at the game. You also get a chance to recharge your battery. You get a chance to take personal inventory of your own game. And, he gets right back into the lineup. Drake Caggiula gets right back into the lineup. We've got to keep all those players alive. See you tonight.